Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for coming out this evening. Today, we're going to be discussing about strategic global commissioning (SGC), and again, thank you. I am very excited to be discussing what is it that our company is doing. I believe that it's something that will definitely change the world and have a big impact in people's life, and especially in the lives of those that we cater to. At the end of the presentation, I'm going to be taking questions, so feel free to ask me anything that you would like to know. Jesus House is a mid-sized church located in Chicago, Illinois. Its missionary team just received words that they will be taking part on a mission to Nigeria to assist the small camp of refuge in the north side of the country. They are very excited as this is their first mission outside of the US since the group got together 3 years ago. As they are rejoicing and excited about the opportunity, they quickly realize that they do not have the life-saving information that they need in this country. After all, this is the country of the infamous Boko Haram. They can go on the internet or speak to other missionaries and missionaries organizations to gather as much information as they can for their need. However, there is no guarantee of the update and the accuracy of those informations. So, what are they going to do? Meanwhile, in Dallas, Texas, James, a mission manager of a large nonprofit supporting missionaries all over the world, just received a call that one of his team members, Paul, has been arrested for hosting a small gathering of Christians in Syria. Him alongside few others, they are accused of sharing their faith and encouraging it. And as we know, Syria is a Muslim country, and a gathering of such is highly prohibited. James knows that crisis response like this one calls for a quick and targeted action. He needs someone with the right access of information that could be leveraged to help Paul and the other out of this situation. Jesus House missionaries and James need help, and quick. They need strategic global commissioning to come to their rescue. SGC is a non-profit organization in the business of providing information, leverage, and crisis response capabilities to missionaries and missionaries organizations free of charge. We will also provide the same service to the U.S. government and private sector's entity for a burden rate of $120 per hour. SGC is the first of its kind, meaning that there are no other companies out there doing what we do. Our mission is to provide advanced information collection and analysis with the ability to leverage relationships and partnerships for areas hostile to the gospel. SGC service begins when we are contacted by customers looking for information about a country of interest. We will meet with them whether in person, virtually, or over the phone to pretty much just ask them where is it that they're going, what is it that they're looking to do over there, and what they want to achieve. Once we have this information, we will move forward by conducting an extensive research from many sources: the internet, organizations, government entities of the U.S., and government entities of the country of interest. Once we have all of this information, we will move forward by processing them and analyzing them and tailor it to the need of the customers. Once the stage is passed, we will provide the information that we've gathered for them to the customer and make sure that they understand what is it that they're being given. We believe that once they have this information and understand it perfectly, they will be ready to embark in their journey. SGC will offer the ability to individuals and organizations to leverage an area and be ready and able to direct or misdirect an hostile situation in their favor. We will also offer crisis response capabilities supporting favorable outcomes for our customers. We believe that our product and service will be able to fill in many information gaps within the U.S. government and in the private sector. We will generate additional revenue by fulfilling contracts for the product and service. For a burden rate of $120 per hour, we will offer the same services provided to our missionaries, to the U.S. government, and private sector corporations. During the search of information, Jesus House missionaries were introduced to SGC. After meeting with the missionary group, SGC was able to gather more information about them, their goals, and their purpose, but also it made a list of their concerns. Knowing that this is their first trip abroad as a missionary group and to Nigeria, SGC knows that it needs to provide a detailed report tailored to someone that has never been to the country before and make sure that it addressed all of their concerns. The report provided included information about the country, the ethnic groups, languages, culture, and cultural behavior. It also includes information about areas of the countries that are hostile to the Christian faith. This report is just what was needed by the Jesus House missionary team to boost their morale and to give them the confidence that they will succeed in their first mission abroad. Back in Texas, to aid Paul, James also contacted SGC. He knew that with their information, leverage, and crisis response capabilities that SGC holds in Syria, he was putting Paul's faith in the right hands. Sure enough, just 48 hours after his arrest, Paul was released. The moral of the story is SGC is committed to helping and supporting those that bring hope to the hopeless to safely succeed in their work. To get public opinion about our services, we conducted a survey. The results were very encouraging and further gave us the confidence that SGC will survive. Among the survey takers, 29% strongly agreed and 48% agreed that it is important to have data that was collected from different sources and tailored to the need of their mission work. 39% strongly agreed and 51% agreed that they will support an organization that provides relevant and useful data that supports their safety while in the mission field. 54% strongly agreed and 29% agreed that they will use SGC services for their next mission. These results give us the confidence that we are on the right path to making a difference. SGC has a strong product offering. Our service is relevant, free, secured, and centrally located. It is free to missionaries, organizations, and religious organizations. However, for a burden rate of $120 per hour, we will charge for the same service the government and private sector's entity. Our service it will be available globally to all missionaries that need us. For promotion, to promote ourselves, we have budgeted a little over $18,000 per month on marketing. Although we will market primarily through networking, word of mouth, our website, and social media. With this, we believe we have met all of the 4 P's of marketing mix, and we're going strong into this new journey for us. We have identified the internet, missionaries organizations, churches to be our primary competition. Why? Because missionaries can just easily go online and research the information that they need. They can talk to one another to reach out to missionaries organization, talk to churches. The one thing that all of this have in common is that you're very time consuming. It can be very frustrating if you are not able to obtain the information that you need immediately, and also missionaries can easily contact the government or the United Nations. However, how likely are they to obtain this information? It's definitely not easy. So that's why we are not worried, I would say, about our, and I quote, competition. Why? Because SGC is a one-stop shop, meaning that we will do all of the research for our customer. They don't need to be wasting time. They just need to prepare for their own journey and put things together. We will tailor the information exactly to their need and prepare them for the do's and don'ts of where they're planning to go. And did I mention it's free? So pretty much let us do the work for you, and you just worry about everything else. Other possible competitors are the Voice of the Martyr, Persecution International Christian Concerns, and Open Doors. They are missionary organizations that aid Christians and persecuted Christians around the world. They offer guidance and encouragement to those in need. They also act like a link between Christians in free countries and those in persecuted countries. To SGC, these organizations are not competitors, but their potential partners. For the success of their own mission, they need our intelligence product and services to educate themselves, but also to leverage difficult situations to favorable conclusion in high-risk countries. On the other hand, SGC need them to grow and to further expand our services globally. SGC is committed to making a positive difference in the world by spreading the word of God. We will engage in social programs to help us give back to the community. We will also work with community-involved organizations like All Things Possible Ministries that help troubled youths all over the world. Not only will we support them financially, but we will also assist them in improving their work by fulfilling their intelligence information need. SGC primary source of income is through grants, government contracts, and donation. We predict our investors to be organizations or individuals with risk capital to invest in nonprofit with the desire to help us expand our offerings globally. We believe our investors are most likely looking to make a positive change rather than looking for a profit. However, this does not mean that SGC will not be held accountable for the fund's usage. Regardless of being nonprofit, SGC will still incur similar operating costs like for-profit companies. In order for SGC to begin and sustain operations as a non-profit, we are asking for and seeking an initial investment of $1.6 million before December 2019. $100,000 of this investment will be coming from SGC's founders. This investment will fund the capital expenditure, the monthly rent payment, salaries, marketing cost, and inventory cost. Help us help make the Word of God be shared safely. Your donation is for the greater good and it will help us save lives by allowing SGC collect, process, analyze, and tailor data relevant and reliable to missionaries' work. For donation, please contact us through our website and social media account. This concludes my presentations of Strategic Global Commissioning Business Plan. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you very much for taking the time to come out tonight and listen to our presentation. And I really hope to see you in the future and to have you as one of our donors. Thank you.